Ebusuya Sabwe, one of the most discussed topics what Ghana has to see politically, and so Cheddar. On also statement on also room echo meki Ebusuya FM so on also bit my Dredge ama see no so every Cape Coast and anteton and so ababedu Ashanti region. In fact, this is the topic Kofo bebre so discuss can wasem all country no obi so dey take e bi tetem so oh enye possible. E bi tetem so oh enye possible. Eno e da chairman and so echo PM over TV3 and dra. TV3 no enkomodidie mo na Belamundi so room busa chairman say massa. Sisi an wo room akwa beka say Dredge ama see na abeto Ashanti region. Na obeye ne sen eno na Freedom Jacob Caesar and so no the explanation be good form in fact in some na all can Ebusuya anode very very deep in fact utie no so very simple and so in fact in some so pick you on Ebusuya anode and video no be presented to you say the city no and as I said you no so esi kan no be the bro pepe ama bibia so kama on more no Mr. Glass and Twene Jonas and so no aba sane edit atem so egu Cheddar so in fact out of the statement that will make it so on so edc eba beto Ashanti region no on so room abe bash chairman papa in fact the video no but is that updating na edit bro na bibia so kama on Ebusuya message also be subscribe no turn on the bell notification no send be I upload the video bia so on sound so able to me I can be able to feel free so bet you watching or comment section or now follow your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Do you know Abrantie Kwadwo? More than Ebusuya message also be like video no more share I'm only answer sakebi na bibia so kama on. So going into this particular story right now our country no the hottest cake and go so discuss kese pa and so Freedom Jacob Caesar on also statement or make it or the sea and so Ashanti region out of the promises on also making in this particular promises and to see and so can want some kese pa. People are kind of confused about this particular thing at the chairman who change him to the sea but not be so possible. We see change him so and possible. And no and it's a Freedom Jacob Caesar and you go PM over TV3 on so adding common idea and in fact on Belamundi bon common Bella and so real it was say chairman o say no o the sea and so ebe to Ashanti region now obey the same.
I want to understand a statement that you made while you were on tour. I think this was when you went to the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
And you talked about the fact that you want to bring the sea or dredge the sea into Kumasi so that you can open up a port there to make it easier for the containers to reach there. I'm sure you've seen the reactions to that statement.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that people are reacting?
I know and I say freedom and so a map a be in same in fact or the explanation be good from Ebusuya uti explanation in fact emusu hwam what I say I don't know how people will perceive it but in my own point of view the all kind of some kind of true because obelenkelenkin so bi am so bi so abebubo bi mu in fact in some na freedom o kan Ebusuya no dem without wasting more time no the room na enti and some so Freedom Jacob Caesar edo tu bi about say no so Dredge ama see no so afi Cape Coast anamte abetwam awasen ababedu Ashanti region in fact in some so na ekoso na no de ba Twene Jonas so room e den same about tutudwa about this particular case and so bebro bibia so kama
in this way.
I'm not surprised. I'm actually happy because I was looking at the national games to be a big thing and then to have one statement made and it's kind of competing with the whole national games. It's a great trend, but I have to be able to explain myself to people to understand.
Okay.
My vision is not to come and sort of push or encourage people who are traveling out of this country to go and buy things and bring it back to sell. My vision is to bring industrialization into this country and then after let it become a template that African countries can also replicate just to stabilize our economy. Now, if you're talking about industrialization, you're going to see that one of the main things that is needed is logistics. And logistically, our country has only roads to deal with.
Yeah.
When you go to anywhere in the world, Asia, Europe, everywhere, they have railways and they have the water bodies.
Yeah.
It's called water transportation. You have the ferries, you have the canals, and then besides the canals and the ferries are new cities that are coming up in areas where people are living. So for me, I looked at Ashanti region when I was there, since I do my research in almost every region. And I realized that, maybe 30% of the furnitures in this world has probably come from Ashanti timber.
Yeah.
How did they even get it out of that place? They must have been driving a lot of timber logs, tracks, and going up and down. And then you're talking of gold. We were at some point the second biggest gold producers, and I think the most gold comes from that sector. You're talking of farming. There's so much, and I like reading maps. So, You know, I've been doing it since I was a kid, since I was 16. I found out that the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean has surrounded Africa. So it makes it like an island as a continent, where I realized that people only cross the water to come to Africa to search for treasures, you know, opportunities. So when I was looking at the map, when I was in Techiman, I discovered that they had river tunnel there. And the river tunnel goes all the way to the border.
Okay, that's the map on the screen.
Yeah, so you see it. Tunnel is somewhere there, and it goes to the end. You see second D is there. And then when you come to this end here, you see that's tunnel there.
Yeah.
And tunnel comes all the way. It's the sea.
Okay.
So you just open it and it's connected. You just dredge it and it's connected. It becomes a pathway. It's been sitting there for hundreds of years. No one has connected it. Okay, but tunnel leads you to Techiman. Techiman is the biggest cocoa producer in the country. Where are their cocoa going? And if we're distributing it amongst 10 regions or even within the West African countries, you still need to connect it there. Okay. Now, on the way from Kumasi to Takrade, you will see River Pra and Oti. And you see these two rivers are very close and they connect. There's the Ankroba River, you see. So they are all there, but we just haven't dredged to connect them. So when you look at Second D or Cape Coast, look at the Pra. It's connecting to Cape Coast. All that edge that you're seeing there, that black edge, is the sea.
So that's what you meant by saying that you were going to bring the sea to Kumasi.
Of course.
But it was going to go through where? Techiman or where exactly?
It would take the river bodies. It would take the water bodies. That's what dredging is about. The dredging has to meet another water. You know, it's like you are taking debris and you're opening the space so the water can flow. And you might cut through a path to extend it. So some of it might have a little breakages, like you see where Pra is.
Yes.
Pra is coming all the way to Sikandi. And you see, if you see Pra, you see that it's crossing through Kumasi.
Okay, Tewusia, honestly speaking, in my own opinion, I think it is very possible. So Dubai, a room, it's my Saudi Arabia. I think Ghana, we can also do the same. And also, the benefits are a bit free maba out of say it's my link in Suni Biamana boom. I'm asking about Asante region are very high because honestly speaking, our mode of transportation in Ghana and so only by road. What I say by air, no the air for some little goods behind the but. The main transportation mode in Ghana, I say no, by road. I say no, any other option. But since only we can hold there, I think say one way or the other, and this is going to help and promote our country very well. Because honestly speaking, development I other countries in now also developing or musu and bibians kama and also any me work on this particular case. My main one or comment section no. And no other Twene Jonas glass and go on also room about touch case no about touching in a different manner. I see no. The time I was sending good freedom of Caesar in this particular case no. I was know them. Also a room at the search on this particular statement. I said the tema we also appear good so obviously me person my boss or the room and some so Twene Jonas glass and a room at the money freedom to Caesar on the on also see on also at the Ashanti region statements on also make you know in fact in this answer them
I see obviously I for took Kumasi on and anything I had no na dwen my we know we sem na one ayi nkwasiade now. It's impossible. Ghana, any says Ghana, you bet me create even river, man-made river. We cannot create. How much more than sea? Do you know sea? Every 1 minute, and to make a say it's possible. The only way possible is say Obecheni Accra din. Now the Abaye Kumasi, now the Kumasi the Abaye Accra. That is possible. So all the Kumasi, all the Puaba Kumasi, and now the Cape Coast, Edin Abaye Kumasi, now the Cape Coast Abaye Kumasi. You have to change the name because it's impossible to create a sea in Kumasi. It's impossible. 100% on dam no akwana bo wo hu se Kwadwo Jimmy o twantro e da dam nti ono su twantro fam what dey say ana bia winiba anu akogina ho na say o winiba yesi aye de ho ne be Kumasi nti Kumasi din no ye de winiba na e beto so fine. I think that is possible, but say we ba bedig a machine be dwi epo na free Cape Coast e dey aba beto Asante region jam wa Jimmy o na epo no koyi u dey afidie sim na America akra no. The only way omutimi team control pono say omo car kwan to pono so enti omo ne say car kwan omo asem se boat no enti say pono ye ma na car kwan ni pagya wan de broni timi ye no na me kire kwase am na me broni na ma no patu anwumre me hu bibini kura me pere mfia me hu me ne broni na nam anopa wi anwumre ona horo me mpabo ama me na me kire so ona si mentale ma me na me kire say me ne nam de otimi ye na me kire no pono de onu kura timi ye no ana say obey den obey ka kwan ato eponase that is the limit obetimaye ontimi nkoye den enkotu asase ntu ba bi say me de po beto is impossible river is different from apple what just enti de all can nadwin na enya adwuma cause obey ama Ghana fo nyina bewu enim na de pokodi agro betwi afakuro ni nyina so akokun obia you think it's a joke apple no eda ho kakraka na asase ni titani keke o enti se unim na ko digi asase num na ko tu ho kakraka bia o be ku ya busi afo yina o be hu aze ye se ensuo o be kreti ade bi o ye friend tsunami o be kreti ama epo no asochi ni nyina betwi afa Cape Coast ni nyina so abeguku Kumasi fo nyina ku Cape Coast fo ni nyina abehuro bi afie de akọ you think it's a joke and it's not possible because some machines in Africa bini ho and bibini bi anu a onyansa dan bibini I try to kotia un odwene anopeto anwumre na ade achi na ade asa social media anya try to kotia un amodwene so omo ye AI artificial intelligence how are betim the robot aye normal but as ye bibini ti on kwasi ade na odwene ho anopeto anwumre obi kodi obi nra obi akodi obi ade aba radio so anopeto anwumre jimi nkwan se ba ku bi oto e friend anti na se wan kwasi abasa
Ketia we so ne ensam so a Twene Jonas Mr Glass and Kwan Rem the Amani Freedom Jacob Caesar about on so promise on so make it on so the see free Cape Coast and so about Ashanti. But me want dream or comment section, no mess also subscribe to this particular channel. If you so there are these videos on your screen ebusunya, mess also be so e dey am no share e dey am more over no. So be subscribe button me so ba say circle bi na AK egumunum. Ubetima boss so o boss so subscribe ba be go screen so. No boss subscribe no so e dey am na bibia so aye kama we dey ebusunya e dey say na bibia so aye kama e ho no. Myself e video no so e si ya. Your friend me Abrantie Kwadwo ebusunya. Macau.